All right, before I did create an error bar graph using percent, but I'm going to show you that you don't actually have to do it that way. You just have to remember to change something, okay? So here I have a whole bunch of data, and then I have calculated a bunch of things using formulas. I've calculated the average time, calculated the standard deviation, I've calculated the number of individual data points that were sampled, the standard error of the mean, and then double the standard of the mean so I can graph plus or minus error bars. Okay, now for this type of graph right here, I had to calculate percent, but I'm going to show you, you don't have to. Again, I want to graph the average survival time. So I'm going to grab the data I want to graph and I'm going to do insert chart. It's going to make a bar graph as I expect. And now I'm going to change a few things, okay? I'm going to go to customize and I'm going to go to the title. And you can see over here, I put survival times of white mice on different background. But this time it is going to be error bars bar 2, well, plus or minus, are with, we'll just say with 2 SEM. So I don't have to do that additional calculation, okay? And let's just add different color background. And then I'm going to go to the series. Okay, I do want to have error bars for all series. For column 1, I want that to be black. For column 2, I want that to be brown. We'll make it the darker one. And for column 3, I want that to be tan, the light color. Okay. And then I am going to go down here to the legend. And let's click here. This is black. This is brown. I'm just double clicking on this so that I can get to label it, and that's tan. Okay. I also need to change the axis. So the horizontal axis is ground color, and the vertical axis is average survival time, and that was in seconds. Okay, that's the basis of the graph. And now I'm going to address the error bars. Okay, so I'm going to do the black error bar. And you can see that the type of error bar right now is percent, and they're all the same at 10% right now. But I just want to change it to constant. Okay, but I don't want it to be 10. Okay, I want it to be what my 2 SEM value is. Let's go back to where I was, series 1, okay, which was 0.351. Okay, there we go. Now my error bar is created. Now let's look at brown. Brown is constant, and it needs to be 0.326 for the error bars. Oops. Constant 0.326. And then for the tan, go to constant, and it is 0.5009. Okay, and there we have it. Oop, I accidentally on the black one clicked. That's what happens when you click data labels. It literally puts a label on what was graphed. Okay, so now let's close this and have these side by side. Okay, you can see that they're the same, right? So this extra calculation is not necessary. We can just do it this way. So let's move this graph underneath here that use this average, but we don't need that. This is the one that we should be making right here. So I'll just enlarge this one. So you can see clearly those error bars. Remember, when you have error bars that overlap, there's most likely not a statistical difference. And when you have error bars that do not overlap, like the tan and brown and the tan and black, there's most likely a statistical difference between the data sets. Okay, evidence that the tan background provides some kind of advantage for the mice, okay, that are light colored. So there's a simple, again, way to create a bar graph with error bars.